Which Formula One driver will be the champion of 2022? This Formula One season will be a very different season than last season. Following a spectacular start to the season in Bahrain, we can all agree that things in Formula One are beginning to entirely shake up, with Ferrari already proving that they can challenge for the title against Red Bull's Verstappen and Mercedes, who won the previous constructors' title. Lewis Hamilton and Max Verstappen were in a league of their own last year, dramatizing an incredible title battle, which could be as a result of both Mercedes and Red Bull cars being so much faster than the rest. However, with new rules set to shake up the sport and close up the pack, there are plenty of drivers lining up to be known as F1's next big star. When the Ferrari vehicle was revealed in Maranello, it was clear that the team had already found a peculiar fit to challenge for their title, with the fresh technical rules ushering a big opportunity for the Italian outfit. The dark horse tried to be at the front again after 2 seasons without a race win, and in the season opener, Ferrari proved their worth. The dark horse revealed its new car, the F175 in Maranello, which featured a rather radical aerodynamic design that stood out compared to the other models. Mattia Binotto, the Ferrari team boss, explained that he wanted the team to pursue radical design routes and to be open-minded before settling on a direction to go in. He said, "It was important for us to be fully open-minded in the way we approach the exercise. It was not a matter of simply continuing the concept of the previous car and adapting them to the new rules. When reading the new regulations, since the very start, we tried to have a completely open-minded approach, trying to understand where we may have improved the aerodynamics and the overall performance of the car. When designing and developing the new car, it has been aerodynamically driven, so all the mechanical choices have been a consequence of it. All the power unit packaging has been a consequence of an aerodynamic choice." During the 6 days of testing, Ferrari's F175 awed the pit lane and can easily be considered as the team that's had a wonderful testing period. Through Spain and Bahrain, the team's drivers always came near the top of the timesheet, a signal that they seem prepared to lock horns for the title. When the news of the change in technical rules came, Ferrari was one of the teams that took a rather brave and extreme approach to building their F175 with an upgraded power unit. Following the successful testing, Ferrari looked poised for the season opening in Bahrain, which both of the team's drivers won. On the grand scale of things, except if other teams find their balance, Ferrari might snatch the championship. Charles Leclerc could not have asked for a better start to the 2022 season than crossing the line, followed by his teammate, to convert pole position into a race win in Bahrain. The 24-year-old will head into the next Saudi Arabian Grand Prix as the first ever Monegasque driver to lead the F1 World Championship and the first Ferrari driver to win the opening round since 2018. It was redemption day for Leclerc, who saw a certain victory snatched from him and secured 3 years ago when his car suffered late reliability issues to hand the race win to Lewis Hamilton. This time it was Red Bull that experienced misfortune, with both Sergio Perez and Max Verstappen forced to retire during the closing stages, ending their hopes of podium finishes. In doing so, they allowed Leclerc to cruise to the checkered flag and claim the race's fastest lap in the process, ensuring a maximum points haul. Leclerc has become only the 5th driver in Ferrari history to take pole position, the fastest lap and the victory at the first event of a new F1 season. Alberto Ascari was the first driver to do so all the way back in 1953, before Juan Miguel Fangio repeated the trick 3 years later in a victory that he shared with teammate Luigi Musso. Michael Schumacher was next to start the season in dream fashion behind the wheel of a Ferrari in 2001, and he did the very same in 2004 during his period of F1 dominance. Kimi Raikkonen became the 4th in 2007, picking up points that would prove vital in his season-long battle with McLaren duo Hamilton and Fernando Alonso. And in each of those seasons, Ferrari's opening race winners would go on to win the F1 World Drivers' Championship. While the season is still in its early stages, there is no saying who might come up on top at the end, but there are all indications that Ferrari's driver Charles Leclerc already seems set for the title.